start with how important it was for you guys to build off the performance you had against St. John's and winning convincing fashion on the road?
Yeah, tonight was a big game for us in a lot of ways, simply because I think all of us in the Big East understand how difficult it is to win on the road. A year ago, with a 3 seed in the NCAA tournament, we came in here and they beat us. And it wasn't like we weren't ready. I mean, they played really well and they beat us. And you look at how things ended. That road loss for us potentially cost us maybe a share of a Big East regular season championship. So that was the reminder of how important every game is, every road game, every home game for us. But to be able to win on the road, come in here, I know we were a heavy favorite, but for the most part, we leave here obviously happy with the fact that we won, and now we look forward to Wednesday against Villanova. Quincy Acy was just simply outstanding. I can say that in the time that I've been a head coach, I don't know if I've ever had a player play that well in a game. Because if you go across the line, he had 3 steals, 3 assists. He played the entire 35 minutes without a turnover. He had 9 defensive rebounds. He actually had 10 for the game, led us in rebounding. He got fouled 7 times, went 12 for 12 from the free throw line, and then what he did from the three-point line and from the field, scored 43 points. He was just spectacular, and I hope it's good enough for him to be the Big East Player of the Week. Hopefully he can earn. I know there's a lot of great players, but that performance was one. Again, I don't think I've coached a player that scored 40, and he really did it in a very efficient way.
You did have to give him a quick break, though. So we talked about the little heat check.
Yeah, I mean, it was nothing personal. It's just I think he got obviously was filled with great confidence, feeling good about himself. And just the point when you take a shot like that, it doesn't go in, it can really lose the momentum that's already been created by his outstanding play. And that's exactly what happened. The long, bad shots, they're like turnovers. Many times it equates to a quick push, quick transition. And I believe on that play, it became Dez's 4th foul. And they either got an and one or got fouled on a 3-on-2 or a 2-on-1. But Quincy's very coachable. He's coachable every day in practice. When we've asked him to do certain things, he's tried to the best of his ability to do those things. And that's one of the reasons he's having such a great year, is that he buys in. He tries to be a good teammate, practices hard, works at it every day. And, obviously the impact he's having, it's very similar to the impact that Sule Boom had in similar but different roles.
Coach, by now other teams know you like to play up tempo. You're top 5 in the nation in fast break points, but still tonight, of course, 19 turnovers, 21 fast break points. How are you able to set the tone that way on the road and get margin early like that?
Yeah, I mean, our defense at times was good. I think DePaul has sometimes an issue with taking care of the ball. That's something I'm sure they're hard at work to solve, and that's plagued them throughout the year. We knew that. We just tried to be active off the ball on their drives and, try to get deflections. We had a lot of deflections in the game, which led to some of those turnovers. But I think that's certainly something that hurts DePaul, their turnovers. And for us to be able to do that was great, because that's not a strength of our defense. That's really not what we try to do. But you're right, our forced turnovers and then taking those turnovers and converting them was probably one of the differences in the game.
What did you see from Lazar tonight after he didn't play against St. John's? He got 13 minutes today, hit a 3. Anything you saw from him?
In the second half, we really started poorly, with fouls. I mean, we had 6 fouls in about 5 minutes, and we had a number of players in foul trouble. Lazar, when he was in the game, he really helped us solve that problem. We had a great stretch there with him and Sasha in together, and we were able to get consecutive stops, create missed shots without fouling, and take those misses and push the ball. that was one of the best segments of the game. Lazar really can move defensively. His size, his length, and we're looking for some more offense. But he made the three. He also caught a lob after setting a great screen, and it was good to see him do a couple good things. Probably took a three that he didn't need to in the second half, and that's sometimes what happens when one player, like Quincy's three, the other point is that can become contagious. So you have other guys almost doing the same thing, and we went through that, where we took some quick shots, we took some ill-advised shots, and that doesn't work, especially on the road.
You mentioned Sule and the comparison there between him and Quincy, and I think the natural thing for a lot of people, especially who cheer for Xavier, is like, man, I wish we had him more than 1 year.
Yeah.
Do you get caught up in that too? Like, man, I wish I could have had this guy for 4 years.
I mean, he might be able to come back. We just haven't investigated it. Is there a definite no to that? I mean, why can't we see if we can get an extra year and petition the league? I mean, I don't know. So I'm not shutting the door on that. We'll see. That's not a hard no. There's nothing that's a hard no. All right. Thanks.